In the previous video, we learned how to find all the factors of a number. If you need to see that again, please re-watch video number 1. Next, we're going to find the factors of 12 and the factors of 16 and compare the lists we get. I've already begun to find the factors of 12. We know we can write 12 as 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. The factors of 12 are the numbers here. And I can list them like this. Now let's find all the factors of 16. As always, we start with 1 times 16. Then we know that 16 is 2 times 8. Now I know that 3 doesn't go into 16, so I'm going to leave 3 out. But 4 does go into 16. 16 is 4 times 4, so 4 times 4 is a factor pair of 16. And now these factors are equal. I know I've found all of them. Any more factor pairs that I find will just be repeats of the previous ones. Now I can list the factors I've found. They are 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. Now let's compare the two lists we've found. There are some numbers that are in both lists. They are 1, 2, and 4. These are called the common factors of 12 and 16. If we find the highest of these numbers, that's called the highest common factor. In this case is equal to 4. We can illustrate what we just saw using bars. Here are 2 bars, one of length 12 and one of length 16. And down here are a collection of coloured bars of different lengths. I want to find out which of these colours I can use to exactly measure my 12 bar and my 16 bar. I can use a 2. This is because 2 divides exactly into 12 and 2 divides exactly into 16. What goes wrong if I try 3? Well, my 3 bar can measure my 12 exactly. But if I try to use 3 to measure the 16 bar, there's a remainder. It doesn't divide exactly into 16. Next I try 4. 4 divides exactly into 12, so it can measure my 12 bar. And 4 divides exactly into 16, so it can measure the 16 bar. And we know from the maths we just did that 4 is the largest number that divides exactly into 12 and exactly into 16. In F4, you'll be asked to find the highest common factor of more difficult numbers. As an example, we're going to find the highest common factor of 30 and 75. The plan remains the same as before. First, we'll find all the factor pairs of both numbers. Then we'll list the factors of each number in order. Then we'll identify the highest number that appears in both lists. Let's start with 30. I'm going to cross out this last pair because it's the same as the preceding one. And now we're going to write down the numbers in ascending order, following them like this. Now 75. And now we can check all the numbers going higher. We can check 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And none of those divide into 75. So we've found all the factor pairs. And now I can list the factors of 75 in order. I'll highlight the numbers common to both lists. And the highest number that appears in both lists is 15.